Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin. Today, we are going to be going back to another Scotch. This one is Monkey Shoulder. It is a blended malt Scotch. It ends up, they blend together. Usually there's 3 different distilleries coming out of the Speyside region. And I'm going to have to read on this one. It is Glenfiddich, Balvenie, and
Kinveny.
There you go. So that's usually what they blend together, 3 different Scotches to kind of come up with their own unique mix of their particular Scotch. Overall, it is 86 proof. There's not really an age statement associated here. I'm guessing they're blending things together, so it starts to get a little sketchy after a point.
You're gonna average it out.
Yeah, right. There is a little funny. There's a batch 27 that is on this. You're not going to find a batch 28 or 29. It's batch 27 all the time. A reference to the original.
The OG.
The very first time they made it, they used 27 barrels. So that's the note there. We've had some Speysides before. Obviously, they're usually a little lighter, a little fruitier. Kind of expecting the same thing.
86, slightly higher proof. Normally we're at 80. Very light on the nose. I mean, it's pretty light color-wise.
Very light. Yeah, light apple note is kind of what I'm getting. That's about it. There's really not a whole lot of power coming through there. Kind of figure that makes sense. Some other interesting things. They use... It's first fill. So they are using used barrels, ex-bourbon barrels, but it's the very first time they're used is the only time. So, all the bourbons are using it once. They're only using it once, and then they're shipping it off to somebody else. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little more
I wonder if it's kind
malt.
of one of those where it's kind of recycled through with the other 3.
Probably a little handoff.
Yeah.
So they'll use it once and then hand it off to Glenfiddich or something. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of passing around. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more malt now on the nose, but still a lot of light apple, pear type fruit notes.
A lot of malt, kind of earthy.
Yeah.
On the taste.
That's funny. I mean, there's still a sweet top to it, but there's a lot of malt.
That initial... It's sweet initial, but then as it kind of sits there, it gets malt.
And then it ends very honey. Yeah. I got a lot of honey on the very end of that. So, but yeah, there's a grassland type earthiness to it. Not bad. Just all those fruit notes that I got off the nose, just kind of expected a heavy just fruit and malt.
I aerated it. It's like one of the episodes we did that. Keep it in there. You get a little hotter.
Does it?
Yeah.
Warms up a little bit. It's 86. That's odd.
Yeah, it's pretty mild, but
all those notes come through on the second taste, and I swished it a little chew to it. It's sweet at the very beginning, and then it gets a lot of malt and grassy type notes, and then it kind of finishes with like a little floral honey at the end. Kind of an interesting. So some of the other fun parts with this bottle is the monkey shoulder. So that is actually a reference to a repetitive work injury that tended to happen with the guys that would shovel the malt. So they have it all laid out to dry before they mill it down and all that kind of stuff. And what they're doing is they're with a shovel walking around flipping it and keep flipping it. Well, after a while they get to the point where the one shoulder's kind of up and it's actually called monkey shoulder. That's what they're giving it as a nod, not as a joke, as a nod to all those people that
put in that hard work
and started the whole Scotch scene over there. So it's more of a nod to all of them.
But no, this is I'd say a pretty easy bottle to find.
Yeah.
And I think it's what, $30?
$30. So it's
very inexpensive.
Yeah, if you're not looking to invest a lot, great intro to that Speyside malty type thing. No smoke. I don't get a touch of smoke out of this.
Nope. It's the same finish for me every.
Yeah. Not complex.
Nope.
There's not a lot of layers here. There's you know, you're going to get a little bit of a sweet. You're going to get a little bit of that malty note. You're going to get a honey at the end, and that's
sweet, malty, earthy. Then back to the sweet.
back to the
sweet.
a honey, but there is a little bit of warmth. I'm getting the more I'm drinking it. There's a little bit of a warmth there. It's not overpowering or like, you know, like some of the bourbons that we've had where it's, you know, such a high proof that you're, you know, feeling it. But there's a little, maybe like an oaky tannin spice to it, like just a touch.
Yep.
Very, very faint though. Overall, I'm going to say that's a pretty solid bottle for a $30 Scotch.
Definitely agree on that one. There's a couple guys, again, our friends that aren't really Scotch drinkers, but I think that would be a really good one for them to get comfortable with.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's something that we can, you can share this and let people experiment outside of their comfort zone.
Yep.
So
if they drink it all, it's pretty inexpensive bottle to replace.
And at $30, and the fact that you can pretty much find this
Anywhere.
A lot of stores carry this, and they actually carry it in the big, like a 1.75, I think, of this. So you can really stock up if you're really enjoying it. If you know.
All right. Well, I enjoyed this one.
Yeah,
again, not much to it, but it's a good kind of stepping stone.
Yeah.
For people who are trying to dip their toe in the water. But I enjoyed it. I think you did as well.
Absolutely.
Hope all of you at home did. If you enjoyed this episode, we encourage you to hit the like button at the bottom of the screen.
While you're down there, subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new show, and leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking, what your go-to Scotch is, so we can figure out maybe another thing to review later on. Big thumb up on the video, and a subscribe would be awesome. Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it. But we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.